Good morning, everybody. My name is Lee Cage. I am your host for 15 Minutes with. Today, our special guest is Nakisha Hicks. She is a career coach. She leads some motivation sessions on Wednesdays called Mindset. She's a speaker. She's a fractional CHRO. She is that girl, okay? She's an ultimate professional, and I'm super excited to be on the line with her today. So without further ado, I want to bring Nakisha on. Hello, Nakisha.
Hey!
So I am so excited to have you on 15 Minutes with. You are our inaugural guest. So you're the first. This is the first of its kind. So we're going to cover a few things. Quite often, many folks ask, like, how does a person get to where they are? How do they arrive at this, phantom place? They have all these questions. So could you just share, like, who are you? Like, how did you get to be Nakisha Hicks that we see online everywhere at this point?
Woo, okay, that's a loaded question, but I'm gonna tell you like this. A lot of what I have done has been in-person accidents.
Wow.
I'm sorry, in-purpose accidents. They've been in-purpose accidents. And I say in-purpose accidents because little did I know the things that I was doing was all aligning to purpose, right?
Wow.
Much of my career, like many other people, I kind of bumped along. I was in survival mode, right? I've been a single mom for a lot of years. So I did what I had to do to make sure that I was able to provide for my child. And so you take a job, then you take another job, and you're like, oh, okay, this thing really works, right? And then at some point, you figure out this ain't really what I want to really be doing, right? And so then you start to align yourself with purpose. And that's what happened. Like a lot of my stuff has been in purpose accidents. I didn't know, no, because I had other plans for myself. I thought I was going to be a whole flight attendant.
So I was just about to ask if HR was like your dream job, the thing that you just grew up and knew you want to be, a flight attendant.
Yeah,
Okay.
true
Wow.
story. I had a cousin who was a flight attendant for American Airlines, and I thought her life was fly. Okay, I was
Okay.
like, I want that, and I was in high school, and my grandparents, who were both educators, were like, you know, you need to go to school, you need to get a regular job. I was like, that is a regular job, but they wanted me to go to school and to do something very similar to what they were doing. They wanted me to teach. They wanted me to do something, and I was like, teachers don't make no money for real. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to deal with nobody's kids. I don't want to do all that, right? And so I fell into HR. I fell into HR through what was like a intern co-ed co-op type program, and from there, I ain't looked back.
Now, how long have you been in the HR space?
Since the late 90s when HR was actually personnel.
Oh my gosh. So, little known fact that when I came into the military, we were personnel.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay. And then we became HR. And then we kind of evolved into people and culture. And
Mhm.
now we have all of these additional taglines to it. So that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you've been in HR since the late 90s. What's some of the roles you've had? Like,
Mm,
what's been like your path across?
yeah. So here's what I always tell people. Like this imaginary corporate ladder is just that. It's a imaginary, right? People's paths take all kinds of straight ways, crooked ways, around the corner and through the back doorways. It's all the different things. So I started my career off as an HR coordinator. I never was a generalist. Instead, I got assigned to kind of a shadow type of program where I got to go around and sit in different spaces within an organization. So I did purchasing, I went into marketing, I did all those different things. I was like, Lord. But the good thing about that was I accumulated business acumen. From there,
Mm,
I went and I did purchasing because I was really good at it. I was like, this is fun. I can travel a little bit, but it wasn't really HR. It wasn't something I loved doing. And so I then went into an HRS implementation project. Okay. And little known fact, sometimes your girl struggles to turn on her computer, but I did. I rocked that project.
you
Okay.
guys went live. I'm assuming you went live.
Yeah. 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 We went live. Oracle. How about that? So yes, I traveled
Wow.
across the state teaching people how to use it, so I was real good, okay? Sure was.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And so from there, from being an HRIS implementation, on a project team, then I went into being an assistant HR director, and then I went into an HR director role, and then I went into another, like, number 2 HR director role, and then I finished out in what would be my corporate career as a vice president of HR and inclusion for an organization. So,
Wow.
all that, you gotta be an HR generalist, you gotta be a HR VP, you gotta be a manager. I don't know nothing about that. That's not my story.
I think so often people go to LinkedIn and they look at people's journeys and they assume that they have to take that same path when honestly your path is your path. And you're living proof that you can navigate different waters, you can take a different path.
Mhm,
So if you didn't do HR, you said you'd be a flight attendant. But
mhm.
now looking back, do you think that HR was the better of the two?
Ha! Um, no, so, um, I don't. I mean, I love HR, don't get me wrong, but I think that, well, I don't know. Now that I think about that, maybe it was the better of the 2. Maybe it is the 2, right? Because 'Cause I've got to travel, but I like the friendly skies. So, I don't know. I don't think that it was really the better of the 2, but it's what I was given to do, and I've been able to really make a bigger impact on
Mm.
the as a whole, um, from being in HR, more so than I probably would as a flight attendant. So, yeah, I think it's better.
I mean, you would have seen the people in the friendly skies. You could have coached them, given them performance reviews on how they acted on the plane. You know,
Yeah, but it just wouldn't have been the same. So,
it wouldn't have been.
the impact is much better in HR.
So, if you had to tell like an up and coming HR
Mhm,
personnel person, let's just say personnel person, because I feel like we don't know what their roles are as they're looking at this.
mhm.
If you had to give them one quote, what would you give them? Like, what would you say to them? Like, what would be the Keisha Hicks quotable moment for them?
Flexible people don't get bent out of shape.
Hey, this is William Tincup. Listen, we did a series for iSolved called Heroes of HR, where we talk to HR practitioners, and these are just your run-of-the-mill, everyday, slogging it out, 300 employees in Cedar Rapids HR pros. Mostly, it's centered around iSolved and what they do with iSolved, but also they talk a lot about kind of the day-to-day rigor of HR. If you're curious about that, search for Heroes of HR wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you.
Was that specifically for me? I feel like that one was. I feel like that one was for
Shots
me.
fired. Shots fired.
Like
Like,
I needed that one at this point in my life and my career. That okay. Sorry, everybody. That one is for me. So if you're liking this, if this is speaking to you, if this is like resonating with you, if you want to hijack that quote, you can put a comment in this chat below and just kind of quote that one. Flexible people
don't get
don't get bent out of shape.
Mhm.
Okay, noted. So as we look, we have just a few minutes left. We have 15 minutes to get through so much about you. So tell me, like, what's life like for you? Where are you located in the United States?
I am in Tennessee and just outside of Nashville. That's where I am for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if this is where I'll always be, but it's where I am.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, are you Tennessee whiskey? Are you all about all the things? Country
No,
music Hall of
no,
Fame? Oh,
no, but it is Music City, and I do like all of the different types of music that come to the city, but I am not the boot wearing, cowboy hat slanging no, that ain't me.
we're not going to see you like on an episode of Walker Texas Ranger.
No,
That's one of my favorite shows. We,
no,
we won't see you. Okay,
no.
got you. So, if you could work for any organization, like any organization doing any role, what would it be?
My own, doing what I do. And that's why I'm at my own, doing what I do, right? And I say
So, what do you do?
seriously, I wanted to I I've made great impact in the organizations that I've been in.
Okay.
However, there was always kind of something that was misaligned, or there was something that I couldn't quite, uh,
Hmm.
do, right? Or there was an element of the culture that didn't quite fit what I wanted. So for me, my only alternative was go start your own thing. And that's why I
Wow.
started the Elevate Her, because at the Elevate Her, I could do what I wanted to do. Cause who gonna check me, boo?
So for Elevate Her, what does that include? Are you coaching? Are you mentoring? Like what's your jam? Like what do you guys provide?
So the Elevate Her is kind of like your one-stop shop for all things HR and coaching. There is some consulting that I do, HR consulting that I do. There's also some speaking that I do, various platforms, stages, been featured in some publications. Then there is coaching, and that's executive level coaching for individuals. But then there's also group programs that I run that are more like your professional development, leadership development type programs.
Is there any, I'm assuming you do corporate components, you do all the things, you offer that in-house and virtually?
Yep, sure do.
So if
You
someone wanted to get in touch with you, if someone wanted to get in touch with you, like how would they do that? What would be the path?
They can always visit the website www.nakishahicks.com. There's links to everything. There's descriptions of services there, how to like book time to talk about what you need, to assess your needs to see if I'm the right fit. There's that. And of course, you can always follow your girl on LinkedIn.
So LinkedIn, Nakisha Hicks, I know you have all the hashtags or commas behind your name. Y'all, she has more commas than a thermometer behind her name. So I'm just saying, definitely check her out on LinkedIn. Now, Nakisha, we are almost done with our time. And at this point, I want to shift us to a game.
Okay.
Now, in my house, Thanksgiving, Christmas, my family lines up. They do all the things. We have all. So the name of this game is Rapid Fire, right? Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. It's
Okay.
going to go very, very fast.
Okay.
We want the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I hope so. So we want the first thing that comes to your mind,
Okay.
and we are going to start now. So, what is your biggest passion?
My kids.
If your life was a movie, what would the tagline be?
Girl, quit tripping.
Life was a children's book. What would it be?
Ooh, girl, you know better.
What's something new you've learned in the past week?
Ooh, how to set bigger boundaries.
Wow. If
Mhm.
you were a superhero, what would your power be?
Mm, to be able to walk on water.
Who is your hero?
Ooh, figuratively, I would have to say Wonder Woman, but in real life, I'm gonna say my grandmother.
Name a four-letter word that starts with A.
I don't know. A.
What is your Hogwarts house?
I don't have no Hogwarts house. I don't watch that stuff.
What is a good spy code name for you?
Ooh, 003.
003. Why? I have to ask. Why?
Because 3 is
Okay.
random. You would think 7, but 003. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What item is worth spending more money on?
Shoes.
Have you ever gone viral online?
Yes.
And you're about to go viral today, okay?
Oh,
What story do you tell yourself the most?
that I can do all things, and then
Wow.
people tripping, not me.
What is your hidden talent?
Ooh, um, what is my hidden talent? I can throw a good party.
What are you most looking forward to?
Throwing a good party.
What never fails to make you laugh?
Oh, man. Animals. I love certain, like, animal videos, like, funny animal videos get me every time, and
Cats or
crazy
dogs?
not jokes. Dogs.
Money or happiness?
Happiness.
Salt or sweet?
Sweet.
Physical strength or mental strength?
Mental.
Are you more of a thinker or a doer?
Thinker.
Learn by watching or learn by doing?
Doing.
Are you more cautious or bold?
Bold.
What non-existent job do you wish existed?
Non-existent job. Everything is a job. Everything, it can be a job. Which
Nakisha, our 15 minutes is up, okay? 15 minutes is up. We have made it. We survived it. Listen, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Nakisha, any last minute, last second words?
I'm trying to figure out what's a 4-letter word that starts with an A. What's a 4-letter word that starts with an A? Somebody put
I
that
don't know. Somebody, yes, put
Right,
it in the
like,
comments.
put it in the comments for me. Like, for real.
Oh my gosh, Nakisha, thank you so much for joining, for participating. And everyone, you can connect with Nakisha. She's provided all of her contact information. Thank you so much.